Hi, this is DOstamping and welcome to another episode of How'd You Do That? And today I'm so excited. I get to share with you a new product from the Summer Smooches collection. This is coming out in Stampin' Up's 2012-2013 annual catalog, which will be June 1st this year. However, you get a sneak peek in the month of April. Isn't this just adorable? It opens like that. Has a cute little handle and is so easy. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is, of course, the die itself, which is called Petite Purse. And you'll need a piece of paper measuring 8 by 5 1/4 inch. And this is what it cuts. It cuts the purse and it cuts the handle as well. Now, if we come in a little closer, you can see that there are some score lines that it is going to cut. So I do recommend that you use the crease pad. Now, you may already own the crease pad. It just takes the standard size crease pad, not the extended one. I'll go back out here because these, I'm going to take this off. This particular die, even though it's a Big's die, it's actually a large Big's die, it'll use a standard plate. So I love that about that. All right, so we have, I'm going to talk through the sandwich. We have a cutting plate on the bottom, and then for me, I have discovered that I need a shim for this. So this is a regular piece of Whisper White cardstock, and what I have done is I have just adhered it with Dado to the bottom of my die. Then I don't ever have to think about it. I know that my shim is there and I'm good to go. Now I'm going to use some paper. This is Designer Series paper. This is the Summer Smooches, and I love this paper. It's so fun and bright. It's perfect little name for it as well. So there's some of the choices that you have. And if you can remember, it measured 8 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to put that on here. And now normally you would put a cutting plate on top. And you certainly could do that, but you do take kind of a risk that those score lines will cut through. So that's what the crease pad will do. So instead of a top cutting plate, you'll use the crease pad. So let's get this cut and I'll be right back. So here we go. I'm going to come in close because we got some nice, I love the score lines on this. This worked great. That sandwich was perfect for me. This just slides off and we have our handle. And then you can go ahead and fold on all the score lines. So you kind of have some choices here. We could go with the green outside or the orange, which is Tangerine Tango. I think I'm going to go with the orange. So I'm going to fold those and I'll be right back. And there's a little tab on opposite corners from themselves, so we'll just fold those inwards as well. And then on this piece here, there is a little kind of slit. And I'll help point it out here with my scissors. I like to actually put my scissors in here like this and just kind of put it in as far as it's willing to go. Don't force it because you don't want to make this little slit larger. But this way it kind of opens that up a little bit. Eventually what's going to happen is this tab will slide in it like that. Alright, so first we want to get our adhesive on here. I'm going to use sticky strip. And I'm going to place them on these tabs. Now our sticky strip is a little bit wider than the tabs. I'm going to show you what I did here. Go out. So see how, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It is extended off of here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim that off. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Put this. Now, another option is if you don't have sticky strip, you could use the Tombow multi liquid glue. And just be careful. Use a light hand when you add to this, otherwise it can kind of ooze a little bit out. But we're ready to add I'm going to add my handle at this point. Now, you could add your handle last by putting some sticky strip or glue, and you would adhere it on the inside of your purse, looping it around. However, I wanted to add a little extra detail, and if you look closely on my finished one here, come in close, I have added the handle on the outside using a mini silver brad. So you want to do some of that prep work at this point. All right, so here's how it's going together, and you want to put a hole on this side and a hole on that side. Now that's kind of hard to do once it's put together, so that's why I recommend doing some of the prep work at this point. So the first thing that we're going to do is, we know this is the top. We'll add our part of our handle here. I'm going to take a paper piercing tool, poke a hole, and I'm not going to put the brad in on this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now. I'm taking the other end, the other end without the hole, adding it to the other end of our purse, and poke a hole. And now I will scooch this over so you guys can see. Now I'm going to add the brad, these cute little mini brads. I just like this little feature. Certainly you could have had the green part out as well, as to add like a contrasting feature. Sometimes with those brads too, I like to take the back side of my paper piercer and push that in like that. All right. So before we put it all together, I'm going to add one more detail to this cute little purse, and that is with the Summer Smooches designer fabric brads. Now these brads, they come in a pack of 24, and you can see you get 3 designs, 8 of each. So now, just be caution, they're only available in April. They won't be in Stampin' Up's annual catalog. So you'll want to get yours right now. And I'm going to use this cute little green one. And I have pre-punched, this is a piece of Whisper White, and it's punched out of the Boho Blossom punch. We're going to add it to the front right here. And actually, I want to get my hole a little bit larger because these legs are just a little wide. Put that in there. We're ready to put our purse together. And I'm going to pull the cover off the sticky strip. We're going to do one side at a time. And we'll just pull it up. Put it together. Just match those ends. Okay, you want to do the same thing on the other side. Pull that off. And we're getting there. One last thing. There we go. There. How cute is that? Okay, so now all we have to do is match up those holes. Remember? We'll come in for that. Alright, so we'll match this up with that. Easiest way to do that is to put your brad through this one first, then put it through that, and there you go. You've got your purse. Love it. Sneak the little cover in. Slide that tab. Remember when I talked to you about that in the beginning? There we go. Oh, how cute is that? So let's back it up and show you both purses. These were made out of the Summer Smooches Designer Series paper, excuse me. And I hope you enjoyed that. These are just darling, and I know you're just going to love making them. So be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingwithDawn.com for more creative ideas.